And welcome back, guys. So today we'll be attempting to teach you guys where to get all the ores on one's human here. So starting off, in order to get yourself like copper ore, you're going to need a crude pickaxe or stone. If you're going to try to mine, what do you want to call it? I believe you can get iron and tinted ore by the copper pickaxe, which now requires rawhide. And then over here, in order to get, what was it called? I think it's Tungus aluminum. In order to get that, you need the bronze pickaxe. So, and then eventually a drill. But anyways, I'm gonna show you the basics here. So, where can you get tinted ore early game? Well, it's pretty simple. We are here on the map. There's going to be tinted ore over here. There's going to be tinted ore over here. Looking up that way, there's going to be a ton of tinted ore up in this area. And let's say it's not good enough for you. Let's say you want more than that. Well, there's tons of ore up in this area too. There's tin ore. You've got copper. You've got stone. Occasional silver nodes spawning over in this location over here where my cursor is. Or let's say you want aluminum and mostly just metal right now. So my recommendation for getting those particular supplies, if I can find my marker, that'd be great too. Let's see here. I had it marked here somewhere. So tons of ore spawns over here. This is a great place to get electronic parts if you're just starting off and you need like solar panels. This is a good place to farm them. Remember, this is a level 21 area, so enter at your own risk. Over here is a good place to get aluminum ore, a good place to get metal ore early game. So let's say you want to get your base up here quick and you want to start farming the higher tier stuff, but you're still stuck at like level 2 or 3. That's an option. You could drive or run all the way up here and put down a base. I recommend putting your base in a polluted zone so you can, make sure you have a spot reserved to, farm polluted water. But come over here real quick. And here's some tint ore. We've got some copper right there. Tons of wildlife in this area. That makes it a lot easier since the new update. We've got some cars over here where you can get mixed fuel from them. As I come over here, open this up. Oh, mixed fuel. You got some sulfur, even though you don't really need sulfur. Everyone grabs the sulfur. They're like, ah, yay, sulfur. But you can't do anything with it because you're too low level. But I'm just mostly showing that there's tint ore here, there's copper. And that's mostly what you're going to find in this area. So where to get Tungus? So my best place to get Tungus and aluminum and silver and stuff like that is going to be right here. So literally this entire area is the best place in my point of view to get Tungus, aluminum, occasionally you'll find like silver nodes and gold nodes in this area. And you'll find Tungus and aluminum over here. Same thing over here. From this bridge here to right here, that's all polluted water, and people love building here. So if you're just starting out, I would bum rush it up here and put a base down here and see if there's a spot available. If not, then you can try putting your base over here, but there's a high chance that all the spots are going to be taken up. So let's say all these spots are taken up, and you don't want to build over in this hellhole, which is right here, is a polluted zone. But it's hell on earth, so it's not exactly an ideal place to build. So, let's say you're high enough level, and you've got this area unlocked. Next best place to put up a acid farm / polluted water facility is going to be literally right over here in the boonies. But be careful. There are bears over here that can one-hit you. Yeah, I found out the hard way. I walked over there. I drove my bike all the way over here. It took me like an hour. Finally got here, smacked by a bear, and just had to drive all the way back here. It's like, no. So be careful. The best place for electric eels, so you can get a lot more power out of your power plant. There's a fishing pier over here somewhere. I believe it's like right here, where you can fish for electric eels. So, anyways, that's my recommendations on where to get ores, where to get a couple different deviants that will help you out. The paper doll deviant, one of the locations for it to spawn is right here. This is the best place to farm for like mixed fuel. Let's say you don't feel like, just running around finding cars. You could sit here and farm this for like 30 minutes. Go through here, go up and down there, and then loop around, come back up here, come back down there. You kind of get the idea. It's a great spot for farming mixed fuel. There is a polluted water zone here. And I know there's a facility over here somewhere that has polluted water next to it, which I have not tried putting a base there, but that might be a good idea to try to put a base there for polluted water. It might let you build there, it might not. I haven't actually tried yet. But those are my tips and tricks regarding early game and what ores to get. As far as I can tell, gold ore and silver ore is not used for anything to make anything yet, as far as I know of. It's mostly just for selling. Anyways, make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe button. Hopefully this was helpful in some way for you guys figuring out, okay, how do I mine copper ore? You need a crude pickaxe. Then you need a bronze pickaxe or copper pickaxe to farm the next tier of ore, which I believe that's going to be, I think that's tin ore and iron ore. And then you need a bronze pickaxe to farm aluminum and metal, I believe. But we'll come over here and look at the tier list real quick just to be sure. Come over here into analytics, come into the infrastructure tab and copper pickaxe. It's going to tell you what this does. Alright, and then over here it says bronze, meaning we can now make bronze ingots. Alrighty. If we come over to the forge, it'll say steel pickaxe, which will allow us to farm the next available tier, and so on and so on. So the more you upgrade this, the more you can mine, basically. So with steel pickaxe, I can farm aluminum. With the Tungus pickaxe, I can farm everything, basically. So starting off with copper pickaxe, you can then break titanium ore, or not titanium, tinted ore. You can then break copper and stone nodes easier. And then once you get the bronze pickaxe, you can break metal nodes. And then once you get, well, you get the idea. The more you upgrade your pickaxe, the more you can break for ores, in the simple answer. Let's not make it super complex. But those are the best places I know of for farming. If you don't feel like sitting there waiting for your Diggy Boys to actually get some resources for you, I'm going to recommend that you get 2 of the little rabbits that go around getting like deer hide and food for you now, because they made it so that you need hide, lots of it. So anyways, make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe button. Hopefully this was helpful on how to get certain ores.